At exactly 7:03 p.m., as the soft hum of conversation and the clatter of dishes provided a comforting backdrop, the diner's door swung open. A tall, unassuming figure entered, one whose presence sent a ripple of quiet astonishment through the room. Dressed in a simple crew-neck t-shirt and well-worn jeans, the man carried himself with a gentle confidence that seemed almost out of place amid the diner's humble decor. It was none other than Elon Musk, the billionaire whose ventures have reshaped entire industries and whose name resonates across the globe. Despite his astronomical wealth and record-breaking accomplishments, tonight he appeared every bit like any other customer seeking a momentary escape from the relentless pace of his extraordinary world. Lila's eyes widened as she caught sight of him. For a fleeting moment, the everyday bustle, the steady rhythm of orders, the soft strains of a vintage jukebox, and the murmurs of conversation fell away into a surreal silence. Here, in the unassuming glow of the diner's neon lights, stood Elon Musk, a man whose fortune is measured in billions, stepping into her tiny realm as if drawn by fate itself. Her heart pounded in her chest as she mustered the strength to greet him with her customary warmth. "Good evening," Lila said, her voice carrying both politeness and a determined quietness born of countless hardships. Elon's eyes, sharp yet kind, met hers as he scanned the modest surroundings of the diner, a place that had served generations of ordinary folks. Almost casually, he replied, "I'll have a coffee and a burger, medium rare, no onions." His tone was soft, each word imbued with an unspoken thoughtfulness that belied the simplicity of his order. As Lila scribbled down his request on her order pad, she couldn't help but notice a curious gleam in his eyes. In a low, almost conspiratorial murmur, he added, "Your energy is remarkable. It reminds me of someone who never lets life's challenges dim her spirit." Those words cut deep into Lila's guarded heart. Memories of long, grueling shifts, missed meals, and nights spent worrying about rent and Ethan's future flooded her mind. In that brief exchange, a connection was forged, a link that transcended wealth, fame, and everyday struggle. Throughout his meal, Elon ate slowly, savoring every bite as if each morsel were part of a larger, unspoken narrative. Every so often, his gaze would wander back to Lila, and with a silent nod or a fleeting smile, he acknowledged her presence as if affirming that she truly mattered. The diner, typically filled with the casual clamor of daily life, now shimmered with an almost magical energy, a moment suspended between ordinary routine and extraordinary destiny. After finishing his meal, Elon rose from his seat with deliberate calm. Reaching into the inner pocket of his jacket, he produced a neatly folded envelope, accompanied by a small bundle of bills. With measured care, he placed these items on the counter where Lila worked, and in a soft yet clear tone he said, "Keep the change, and please, read this when you have a moment." Before Lila could gather her thoughts or ask any questions, he turned and exited through the door, leaving behind a profound silence and a lingering sense of wonder that filled the room. For several long minutes, Lila stood transfixed, her eyes locked on the envelope, as if it might contain the answers to all the questions that had haunted her for years. With trembling hands, she gently retrieved the note and the check. Her breath caught as she saw that the check was for $10,000, a sum that, against the backdrop of her daily financial struggles, seemed both fantastical and life-altering. The note, penned in elegant cursive, read, "Dear Lila, in the short time I have been here, I witnessed a resilience and grace that is truly rare. I do not know your full story, but I see the burdens you bear with unwavering determination. Let this gift be a small step toward the future you deserve. For you, for your son, and for all who toil quietly in the shadows. Remember, those who persevere are never truly invisible." Elon Musk, July 10, 2022. A torrent of emotions surged within Lila. Tears blurred her vision as she absorbed every word, every stroke of ink that seemed to validate the hardships she had endured and light a spark of hope in her weary soul. Here was a man defined by technological revolutions and groundbreaking achievements, acknowledging her daily struggle to provide for Ethan. The significance of the moment was staggering. The $10,000 could cover 6 months' rent, repair a broken heater that had long plagued her modest apartment, and contribute to Ethan's school supplies, which cost roughly $50 each month. More than that, it was a symbol, a beacon of hope shining through the darkness of everyday survival. Unable to contain the overwhelming surge of emotion, Lila hurried to the back office of the diner, a small, cluttered room behind the counter, and immediately dialed the number of her closest friend, Mia. Within minutes, Mia arrived, her warm presence like a shelter in a storm, and together they retreated to a quiet corner away from prying eyes. There, amidst whispered conversations and the soft clink of coffee cups, Lila recounted the surreal events of that unforgettable evening. "I still can't believe it, Mia," Lila whispered, her voice thick with emotion. "Elon Musk, the billionaire, left me this gift. I don't know what to do." Mia's eyes softened as she took in every detail, her hand gently squeezing Lila's in reassurance. "Lila, you've always been the strongest person I know," she said gently. "This isn't a mistake. It's a sign that you deserve every bit of happiness coming your way. Think about it. You've served 150 customers a night, worked endless shifts, and yet you never gave up. This gift is for you, for Ethan, and for the future you've been fighting for." Their conversation flowed slowly, punctuated by the background murmur of other diners, and the occasional clatter of a dish being washed. Outside, the summer night pressed in quietly, but in that secluded booth, hope and solidarity bloomed like a rare flower breaking through concrete. Every word from Mia reaffirmed Lila's worth, while the check and note felt like tangible proof that even in the darkest moments, light could be found. The next morning, July 11th, 2022, brought not only the first rays of dawn, but also an unexpected wave of change. As Lila left the diner with the note and check safely tucked away, she felt a newfound strength stirring within her. With a mixture of disbelief and cautious optimism, she made her way to the local bank on Main Street. At 9:15 a.m., a friendly teller, familiar with the struggles of this close-knit community, processed her deposit. The confirmation of the $10,000, with its precise figures documented on a crisp bank statement, felt almost surreal. For the first time in years, Lila allowed herself to believe that the future might hold promise. Emboldened by this unexpected lifeline, Lila resolved to invest in her own future. For as long as she could remember, she had dreamt of returning to school and pursuing an education that would open doors to opportunities far beyond the confines of the diner. That very afternoon, she enrolled in an accounting program at Central Valley Community College, where the tuition per semester was approximately $3,000. A figure that, while intimidating, now seemed within reach. As she filled out the necessary paperwork with trembling determination, Lila recalled the words of her late mother. "Never let the world wear you down, Lila. There's a fire inside you that no hardship can ever extinguish." Balancing long shifts at the diner with evening classes was no small feat, yet Lila embraced the challenge with renewed vigor. Over the ensuing months, her transformation became nothing short of remarkable. By September 2022, her academic performance had improved by nearly 15%, each hard-earned grade a testament to her relentless determination. Every time Ethan proudly announced to his friends, "My mom is going to college," Lila's heart swelled with pride, for his innocent declarations were constant reminders of why she fought so tirelessly every single day. But the impact of that extraordinary evening did not remain confined within the walls of the diner. In an era where news travels fast, a local customer who had witnessed the encounter snapped a discreet photograph of Elon Musk seated at the counter. By mid-morning on July 11th, that image, along with Lila's visibly emotional expression as she held the folded note, had been uploaded to social media. Within hours, the post had gone viral. Social media platforms exploded with discussion and disbelief. Tweets poured in from across the nation, with hashtags like #KindnessInAction, #UnexpectedMiracle, and #Elon Musk cares trending regionally. Local news outlets picked up the story, and soon major networks were interviewing the diner staff. One viral video featured an eyewitness account from a longtime regular, who said, "I've been coming here for years, and I've never seen anything like this." It's as if the universe decided to give Lila a second chance. The story, verified by multiple sources, became a symbol of hope and compassion, inspiring countless people to share their own acts of kindness. For Lila, the sudden explosion of attention was both overwhelming and heartwarming. Overnight, she became an unexpected hero to many. Comments ranged from expressions of admiration for her perseverance to heartfelt messages urging others to pay it forward. The story was not just about a $10,000 check. It was about recognizing the dignity of every individual and the transformative power of compassion. Social media posts detailed every exact figure: the check for $10,000, the diner's modest monthly rent of $1,200, the estimated $200 utility bills, and even the cost of Ethan's school supplies at about $50 a month. These concrete details lent authenticity to the narrative, reminding everyone that behind every viral story lies a real human struggle. Inspired by this newfound support, Lila began to see that her transformation could ripple far beyond her own life. Motivated by Elon's gesture and the overwhelming response on social media, she decided to establish a small community fund. Setting aside 10% of her newfound earnings, Lila created a fund aimed at supporting single parents and students facing financial hardships. By December 2022, this fund had already helped over 20 local families, a living testament to how one act of kindness can spark a chain reaction of hope and community solidarity. Yet, even as her life began to change in ways she had only dared to dream, one question lingered. Late at night, when the diner was quiet and Ethan was sound asleep, Lila would find herself gazing out the window, half expecting to see the enigmatic billionaire return. Was his presence that night merely a one-time miracle, or did it herald a more profound commitment to uplifting those who struggle quietly in the shadows? The mystery of Elon Musk's visit remained unresolved, a gentle reminder that sometimes the most profound transformations begin with a single, unexpected act. In the quiet evenings after Ethan had gone to bed, Lila would sit at her small kitchen table with a cup of lukewarm coffee and her well-worn journal spread open before her. Each entry chronicled the journey from hardship to hope, recording every detail: the precise moment the check was deposited, the exact percentage by which her grades had improved, and the incremental successes of her community fund. Numbers and dates: $10,000 on July 10, 2022, 150 customers served nightly. A 15% boost in academic performance by September became the mosaic of her new reality. It was a reality where hope was measured in tangible milestones, and every act of kindness was a stepping stone toward a brighter future. As the summer gave way to fall, Lila's transformation continued to inspire. The viral story had not only brought her unexpected financial relief and personal validation, it had also united a community. Neighbors and regular customers at the diner began to see her not merely as the waitress who served coffee and burgers, but as a beacon of possibility. Conversations shifted from daily complaints to discussions about future plans, education, and the undeniable strength found in communal support. One brisk December evening, as a light dusting of snow fell outside, Lila found herself alone in the quiet back room of the diner. Under the soft glow of a single lamp, she carefully unwrapped the note from Elon Musk, now framed on the wall as a daily reminder of that miraculous night. The elegant script and heartfelt words glowed in the lamp's light, a symbol of hope amid the ongoing challenges of everyday life. In that quiet moment, Lila made a silent vow to continue paying the kindness, whether it was through her community fund, mentoring others, or simply offering a listening ear to someone in need. She resolved to keep the spirit of that night alive. By early winter, Lila's life had blossomed in ways that few could have predicted. Her studies flourished, her community initiatives expanded, and Ethan's laughter filled their modest home with an energy that went far beyond financial stability. Local organizations even began to reach out, eager to collaborate on projects aimed at uplifting those who, like Lila, had once felt invisible. The viral sensation on social media had become a catalyst for real-world change, a living, breathing movement built on compassion and resilience. Data from local news reports confirmed that within just a few days, hundreds of people had visited the diner, leaving messages of support and admiration on a community bulletin board. Online, the hashtag #Lila's Legacy was used by thousands to share their own stories of overcoming adversity. Studies from 2023 had already shown that acts of kindness not only improve individual mental health, but also strengthen community bonds, and Lila's story was a perfect example of that phenomenon in action. Yet, amid all this positive change, Lila never forgot the quiet mystery that had set her on this new path. Each day as she served coffee with her renewed smile, she silently wondered if Elon Musk would ever return to the diner. Although he never did, his brief encounter had ignited a spark that transformed not only her own life, but also the lives of those around her. His anonymous act of generosity became a symbol of hope, a reminder that sometimes, the most unexpected moments can change everything. The social media frenzy that followed continued well into the new year. Interviews, blog posts, and news segments detailed how one simple act by a billionaire had led to a domino effect of positive change. Lila's story was cited in community meetings, and local leaders used her example to launch new initiatives aimed at supporting struggling families. Every data point, the check's amount, the monthly expenses, the number of people helped, underscored a simple truth: kindness, when shared, multiplies exponentially. As the days turned into weeks, and then months, Lila's journey remained a powerful beacon for her community. With each passing day, the echo of that fateful night grew louder, and her resolve to make a difference strengthened. Every smile from a grateful customer, every note of thanks on social media, and every success in her studies became part of a larger tapestry, a narrative that proved that even in the midst of struggle, hope can prevail. Lila's remarkable transformation from a hard-working waitress, burdened by daily challenges, to an empowered student and community leader, reminds us that even the smallest spark of generosity can ignite a movement of change. In today's fast-paced world, her journey teaches us to value every act of kindness, and to invest in our own potential and that of our communities. Embrace opportunities, share your own stories of resilience, and let compassion guide you. If Lila's story has touched you, please share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more inspiring stories, and click on the next video on your screen. Remember, a single act of kindness can change the world.